time to jump on the K4 250. Again, this is going to be a perfect trail bike is what they're saying. One of the best intermediate dirt bikes that you can buy. Get a lot of motorcycle for your money. So as far as starting this bike goes, we're going to come on over. It's carbureted, so we have a choke down here. Kind of inconvenient. It's way in here, right there. There's the choke. We're going to pull it up. Come over here. Turn the key on. Second position. All right, choke is off. So here we go on the K4 250. Again, this guy's a carburetor just like the last one. This one is air cooled as well.
This smooth engine has a 5-speed transmission to get the optimal power and torque from the engine down to the ground. We designed the frame to be strong yet light, and we gave it inverted forks, a stable rear shock, and disc brakes front and rear.
All right, we've got the same rocky section over here. Let's go ahead and crawl through this for a second. Suspension is a lot stiffer than that previous bike that we were on.
When it comes to tires and wheels, we have an 80-121 in the front and a 110-90-19 in the rear. The seat height on this bike comes in at 36.5 inches, the wheelbase is 56.5 inches, and it features 13 inches of ground clearance. The fuel capacity of this bike is 1.77 gallons, and this Kayo K4 awesome mid-level dirt bike weighs in at just 231 pounds.
The way that this air-cooled motor is built, it's not really going to get out of control. It's going to be tame, and it's going to allow people to get anywhere that they want to go. I like the electric start feature, but what I like even better is it also has a kickstart function. Man, I've had some electric start bikes in the past that didn't have kickers, and once that battery goes dead, if you're in soft, sandy situations or something like that, man, it's really tough to get those things going again. While Kayo claims that this motor is super smooth, I do feel it to be a bit notchy and not quite as smooth as the motor in the 230 that I just came off of. I'm really curious how this air-cooled 250 is going to compare to the liquid-cooled 250 of the K6 when we finally get on that motorcycle. I do feel the suspension on this bike is more plush than that of the 230. Then again, it's got a much thicker fork tube, so the suspension components should be quite a bit more robust, if you will, and that's probably what I'm feeling. It's a little bit harsh, but it's soaking the bumps. So first gear on this bike is really short. Only likes to be there for takeoff, and then everything else is second gear and above. I like the fact that this bike has a full-size bike feel. It's a big bonus. Alright, so the K4 250. My thoughts and feelings on this bike are, if you're an entry-level rider and you want to have a full-size dirt bike feel right out of the gate, you don't want to spend a bunch of money, you just want to get comfortable with the bike, this would be a good bike for you. It's not going to break the bank, and you can probably sell it for pretty close to what you bought it for in a year or so after you learn some of the basics of motorcycle riding. Again, out here in the desert, this thing was super fun. It'd be a great trail bike. First gear really didn't do a whole lot for me. It wound out super fast, but second, third, fourth, fifth, all of those gears seem to have a little bit longer range, and second and third out there in the desert was perfect. This thing cruises along really well at anything below 45 miles an hour. And then to the 50-57 mile per hour range, it was straining a little bit, but yeah, super solid. Now when I first got on, the clutch was not adjusted to my liking, so I went ahead and adjusted the clutch, got that dialed in, but now that that's dialed in, it feels pretty good. The clutch pull on this bike, as compared to the 230, is significantly harder. But overall, for less than $3,000, you really can't go wrong with this puppy.
If you have any further questions about this Kayo K4 250, please leave a comment down below and ask away. Or you can learn more about this bike by visiting azmotocity.com or giving us a phone call at 623-777-1626. Thank you for your interest in this Kayo USA motorcycle. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care and ride safe out there.